Namaste everyone, Carla Bazemore here, and in yesterday's class we did 6 different arm balancing poses, and I'd like to give you the whole vinyasa flow, or the whole sequence in which we incorporated those arm balances, including the twists. Okay, so I hope you have warmed up already. So I'm assuming you are already warm. If you're not, just go ahead, pause the tape, and do a few sun salutations. Okay? And if you're ready to get started, standing in mountain pose, as you inhale, take your arms overhead, arch just slightly back, and as you exhale, go into a chair pose. Remember this one with deep breathing. So the inhale is through the nose, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose and the mouth. This is just to warm up a little bit more after the sun salutations. And hold. Now let's reverse the arm movement. Take the arms back, around, and hold. Back, around, up, and hold. There we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it right here. Take your palms up and towards the back. Draw your belly in. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Now interlace the fingers and fold forward. Then releasing the hands down to the floor, step back into a downward dog. Bring the feet a little closer together. Take your right hand to your left foot, even if it's just in the direction of the left foot. Don't have to really grab the leg or the ankle, just getting the hand in that direction. So add a little bit of a twist. And bring the hand back to the center. We switch the other hand to the right foot, shin, ankle, anywhere you can reach. And then look under your right arm and breathe. We're practicing the Ujjayi breathing throughout the entire class. Pelvic floor muscles are active. The muscles below the navel also active. Then back to the center. Inhale, plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog, exhaling. Then take your feet to the hands. Step, walk, or jump. Exhale, fold forward. Inhaling, chair pose. And let's add a twist. So here you take your left arm to the outside of the right leg. The secret for good twists, safe twists, is to lengthen the spine. So you lengthen and then you rotate the spine. You can do prayer hand here or stretch your arms out. It's up to you. Lower your seat down, open the chest. Try to line up your feet and knees. And chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Take a quick break. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, twist to the other side. Again, lengthen the spine first, from the tailbone all the way to the crown of the head is long, and then you rotate. Again, prayer hand, or spread the arms out. As you exhale, come into a chair pose. Sit down a little deeper. Take one more breath in. And fold forward. Ah, this should feel good. And then take your hands to the floor, step back, lift your heels up and come into Malasana. With your heels lifted, because you're preparing already for the crow pose, our first arm balance. For crow pose, like I said in class, and the side crow pose, all of the crow poses, I don't care what kind of crow variation you're practicing. Hands shoulder width apart or perhaps a little bit wider than that, not much. Fingertips pointing forward. Press your entire palm on the floor. Fan the fingers out without tensing. We're fanning the fingers without tensing. I don't know if you can see, I'm really tensing my hand and my fingers. It's spreading the fingers apart without that tension in the hands. And then make sure that the arms, the back of your arms close to the shoulder is on the inside of the knee. That's the easier version of crow pose. And then bend your elbows, start to shift your weight forward, lift your feet up. Only if you feel that you can handle this. Pull your belly in and hold. 4, 3, you have a lot more experience with crow. Fantastic. Try to straighten the arms a little bit more. Keep breathing. 2 and 1. Place your feet on the ground again, coming to a chair pose. And then from here, cross your right over your left. It's figure 4 on the right side. Then press your knee gently down and lean your body forward. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up a little. Hold. And then release. All right. I just want to make sure that you get out of the position with control. Let's do the other side. Go into your chair pose. Cross left over right. If you need, use your hands to help that lower leg come above the kneecap. Flex your foot and then push your hips down and back. Hold the position. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come up a little. Hold. Pull your tummy in. And then release. Great. Nice controlled movement. So inhale. Arms up. Exhale. Fold forward. Inhale. Lift your head up. Exhale. Step, walk, or jump back. Chaturanga. Inhaling. Up dog. Exhaling. Down dog. Now, starting a whole new sequence. Lift your right leg up. And then we're going to make this a little bit more challenging by taking the left hand to the left foot. So slide the left hand towards the left foot. And this might be it. This is how far you can go at this point. If you can catch your foot, fine, then go ahead. Catch the foot, ankle, shin, anywhere you can reach. Otherwise, just placing the hand here will challenge your balance. Okay, then come back down and let's do the other side. Ready? Left leg is up. And then once you feel the balance on your 2 hands and foot, you're going to start to take the right hand towards the right foot. Right hand, right foot. And you can stay here. And then if you can, hold on to your ankle, to your foot. Grab something or grab the floor. 3, 2, and then slowly lower the leg. Now you can take a break, go into child's pose or chaturanga, up dog, chaturanga, down dog. All right, starting with a twist. So we did this sequence yesterday. Step the right leg in front to a lunge and twist to your right side. open the chest to the right. Now, you can stay here for the whole time. You don't have to do anything else. This twisting sequence is too intense for you, just stay here. And then the next step, we'll keep the twist, lift the shoulder up, but we're going to go into the revolved half moon, Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana. Here. Then we look down to the floor, bring the knees together, slowly start to lift your torso up. Arms go out to the side, it helps with the balance. Hold, and you feel a little wobbly, fine. Come down, catch your breath, and then start here again. Okay? Then with your left knee up, you're going to twist to the left side. Use your abdomen to do the rotation. And then slowly come back to the half moon or the revolved half moon. Twisting again. Lengthen both legs and lift your shoulder up to the ceiling. 3, 2, and then look to the floor. Bring the knees together. Arms out to the sides. Come on back up. Lift your left knee and twist. Last time, going down. Right hand on the hip or right arm up. Then looking down and arms out to the sides. It can help as you travel through space. Twist to the side again. And this time, either hold on to the knee, outside of the left knee, or catch the outside edge of your left foot and extend the leg. Continue with your balance. 4, 3, the supporting leg is really strong. 2, and 1. Release. Bring the legs back together. Ooh, almost fell out of this one. Take a few deep breaths. We're going to start the whole thing on the other side. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. And then from here, step, walk, or jump. Do a vinyasa or skip the vinyasa and just go into the downward dog. And then you step the left leg forward and twisting to the left side. Draw your belly in, lengthen the spine. Remember, the length is really important in order to rotate the spine safely. Trying to keep your bandhas active. Now, place your left hand on your left hip. Look down, but just looking down, not turning your torso. Keep looking down, lift your back leg. Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana. 3, 2, and looking down. Take your arms out to the sides. Bring the knees close together. That usually helps with your balance. Lift the right knee up. And then rotate the spine. Twist to the right. Hold. Supporting leg. Very, very long. Good. Right hand is going back down for the half moon pose. The twisting half moon. Remember, the top arm can be straight up or here. 3. Lengthen the top leg. 2. And 1. Looking down again. Bringing the knees together. Pull your tummy in. And then come on up. If you feel a little wobbly on your way up, it's perfectly normal. Twist to the right side towards that top leg. Pull the tummy in. Lengthen the arms. Pretend you're having fun. Because this is the last one. So here we go. Back to the revolved half moon. Lengthen the spine. If you feel the need to drop your arm, please do that. 3, 2, and 1. Looking down, bring the knees together. Take your arms out to the sides. Come on up. And twist. Either stay here, holding onto the knee, but don't let the knee cross over to the other side. That throws your pelvis out of alignment. You want to keep the hips square. And press into the knee, knees pressing into the hand. And if you can, then catch your foot. And hold. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the twist. Come back down. Nice. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step, walk, or jump back. Do a vinyasa or skip that. Vinyasas really help to flush the system. And we're preparing for the side crow, or Parsva-Bakasana. Then you're going to take both feet towards the hands. You can walk, jump your feet towards the hands and come on down. And that's the way we entered Parsva-Bakasana yesterday. So we bring the feet closer together, knees close together, and your heels are off the floor. You got to start with that twist. Remember the twisting chair? This is it. So this is the twisting chair on the toes. So you take your arm on the outside of the leg, and it has to be on the outside, otherwise you won't be able to take off. And the hands in crow pose, just like we do regular crow pose. Then shift your weight into your fingertips, palms and fingers pressing down. And then you shift the weight far forward that your feet come off the floor. And if you can, straighten your legs. If not, don't worry about it. And then you come back. Now, some teachers will tell you to support yourself here on your hip. So, you can do this. Again, hands about shoulder width apart. If you have a hard time coming into the regular crow, this might be a good start. So, give it a try. On the hip, might be a little easier. Okay? And then, I'm going to go right away to the other side. So, twisting first. You got to get your arm. Right now I have my right arm on the outside of the left leg. So they got to stay together. Hands, shoulder width apart. Just like you do front crow, it doesn't matter. The hand position is still the same. Then you can lift your hips up, and when you're ready, you lift your feet up. If you can, straighten your legs. Then you bend your knees again, and you come back down to the front. So, I'm going to give you the same demonstration I gave you in class yesterday, so that you can see the hand position. Whether you're doing front crow, side crow, it doesn't change. So I'm going to do this facing you now. So here are my hands, and here's the crow pose, okay? And you guys are already familiar, very, very familiar with the crow. Then for the side crow, check out the hands. They don't move. I'm just going to walk my feet in the outside of the hand. And then lift your feet up. Again, straightening the legs is optional. Coming back, look at the hands. I'm not moving them from the spot that they are. Just stay for a few breaths, maybe 2 or 3 breaths to start with. I'm keeping my knees bent. And then back to the center. So, you can give it a try, just the same way I finished doing. So you can see, the hands position, never move. The side crow is about a twist. It's about the rotation that you get in your spine. Core, strength, stability, everything, balance. It's not just about having strong wrist, which you will over time. Okay? So, let's go back. We finished the twisting crow, or the revolved crow, or the side crow, whatever you want to call, Parsvabhakasana. Take a few deep breaths. And we're going to revisit that one-legged downward facing dog. If you want to give it a try again, take your left hand. I have my right leg up. Right leg is up. Left hand towards the left foot. Just revisiting this. If you can, catch your ankle. If you can, balance. And then take your left hand back to the front. Draw the knee in. Forehead to the knee. Then step forward, warrior one. Inhale. Sink your hips down a little. And by the way, I cannot emphasize how important it is the positioning of the back foot. So you want your back foot pointing more towards the corner of the room than to the side of the room, especially when you're practicing warrior one, because this will help you square the hips. Squaring the shoulders, arms up, take a big inhale. Exhale, take the arms in front. Right arm goes under the left. Lift your arms up. Do a little bit of a back bend. Tiny baby back bend here. Then as you exhale, go forward, the bowing warrior or the humble warrior. Pressing your hips to the center. Keep them in the center. Exhale. Lower your pelvis, your chest, and your elbows down a little more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place your hands on the floor, and we're going to walk the hands over towards the back foot. This back knee is bent. Leg is straight. So my straight leg is the right. Place the hands on the floor, then lift your right leg up. Moving the leg towards your face and not behind you. Use the glutes. If you can't, straighten the supporting leg and then try catching your top foot with your hands. So the index and middle fingers combined plus the thumb. So hook your big toe and lift the leg up. 4, 3, 2, and both hands on the floor. Step down, lower the leg, and then walk the hands to the front of the mat. Pivot your feet back into a lunge position, and we're twisting. A deeper twist now. Take your left arm to the outside of the right leg. Here you can do prayer hands or stretch out your arms. If you have enough flexibility around the shoulders and it's doable for you, bind. But again, you gotta bind with a long spine. This top waistline is not crunching. You see here, I'm crunching my top waistline. That's not what you want here. You want to press your right hip back, lengthen the spine, and then create space between the top of your hip and the bottom of your rib cage. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands down. On the inside of the right foot, place your back knee on the floor. We're going to go into a little bit of a back bend with a twist. So, here's your back bend with a twist. You lengthen the spine, and then you try to spin your chest open. If it's easy enough for you, catch your top foot, your back foot coming up, and with your right hand, it's the opposite hand of the foot that you grab that back foot, and open the chest. 4, breathing. 3, bring your heel as close to the butt as you can without feeling pain in the knee. If you feel pain in the knee, then you shouldn't even be grabbing the foot. Okay, and then shift your weight back for our Ardha Hanumanasana, the half split. So, and it is here that we're going to enter Ekapada Bakasana. So, If you want to stay here and check this out, please stay in place, check it out before you try, okay? You can always pause the video, that's the good thing about the video. So, from Ardha Hanumanasana, draw the leg in a little bit more and then set your foot down. As you do this, you want to shift your weight forward, move your body forward. Now your upper arm is touching the shin. Remember the hand for crow pose? Here it is. Exactly the same hand position. So now the right foot and the left knee are on the ground. Bend your elbows. You're going to start lifting the back leg. And then draw your belly in, lift your hips up. Lift the hips, but keep your elbows bent, and then try lifting your right foot up. Just your right foot. Okay? This works well, very well for you. You're going to start shifting the weight so much forward that the back leg comes up. But this is optional. You don't have to be here. You can just stay right here for a while. Work at this. And then lift your right leg up. And lower. Do a vinyasa. Flush the system. Move the blood. Exhale. And breathe. Okay. Now right leg goes up again. And that right leg is going to cross in front of the left for the figure four. Then walk your hands towards your foot. I'm sure you remember this one, right? That figure four. Now, we did this already, but here's the next step. You're welcome just to stay here. You don't have to do anything else. If you want to do a little bit more, then you're going to hook your right, let me show you from a different angle. So you're going to hook your right foot around your left arm. And then your right arm is touching the shin. So both of your upper arms are on the shin. Place your hands on the floor like you're doing crow pose. Shift your weight into your hand. Perhaps you can lift your leg up. Perhaps not. Perhaps you can just start by moving the weight into the hands. If you can lift the leg up, great. If you can extend the leg up, that's fine too. And then bring it back down. Hold here for a moment, catch your breath. And then we're going to walk the hands to the front of the mat. Plank pose, chaturanga. Notice my legs. I'm still in figure four. And down dog. Lift the right leg up again, heel to the butt. Open the chest. Add a little bit of a twist here. And release. Pause for a moment. Take a breath. You want to do a vinyasa? Go for a vinyasa. So this last exercise is called Galavasana. Okay? So I showed you how you can start practicing this, and you're welcome to do that slowly but surely. Okay? So let's repeat the whole thing on the other side, starting from the down dog. Left leg is up, and then you're going to try to get your right hand to the right foot. Remember, you can grab the foot, the ankle, anywhere you can reach. Just trying to balance and try to stay calm. Take the hand back to the front. Draw the knee to the chest as you move into the plank. Then step forward, warrior one. Set your back foot down in a way that it will help you square the hips. So toes pointing to the corner. Reach your arms up. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Lower the arms. Now the left arm, your left arm is going to go under the right. Lift your elbows up. Little baby back bend. As you breathe out, the bowing warrior, humble warrior. Hold. 4. Release the hands down. Walk your hands towards the back foot. Hold it here. Lower the pelvis. Find the stretch. You can just stay here. You don't have to do anything else. This is how far you can go today. You stay here because we're going to come back to this anyway. Then you're going to lift your straight leg up. Supporting leg can stay here bent. You don't have to straighten the leg. If you feel a little bit more adventurous, grab the big toe, the peace fingers and the thumb, hook the big toe, and then straighten the leg up a little bit. 4. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. And breathing 1. Let go of the foot. Bend the supporting leg if it's not bent yet. Set the foot down and then walk your hands to the front. Pivot your feet for the twisting lunge. So for the twisting lunge, you have several options. This is the option number 1. Option number 2. And then option number 3 would be to stretch out the arms. And option number 4 would be to bind. But you still want to stretch the left side of the abdomen. Remember, top of your hip away from the bottom of your rib cage. Left hip is pressing back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands to the inside of the foot, both hands. Place the back knee on the floor. And that little bit of a back bend with a twist, lift the chest up, twist, and go back. So here's the twist, here's the going backwards. If you can, catch your back foot with the opposite hand. So I have my right foot with my left hand. And then open the chest and back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing the foot slowly. And then going to your half split. Ardha Hanumanasana. Lengthen the spine, inhale. Exhale, fold. And here you can really relax your hands. We're preparing ourselves for the next arm balance, which is Ekapada Bakasana. So, draw the leg further in, bend your knee, set your foot down, shift your weight forward. So now your left arm, okay, let me see, you can't see me better here. Okay, left arm into the shin, hands in crow pose, okay? So left arm on the shin, lift your back knee, and then shift your weight a little bit more into your fingertips. Your elbows are bent. When you're ready, lift your left foot. It's your front foot. Pull the tummy in. Lengthen the spine. You're ready to pick up the back leg. Then lift it up. 4, 3. You're not ready. Your toes are on the floor. 2. And 1. Slowly lower the leg. Lift your left leg up. Feel free to do a vinyasa right here and flush the system. Not ready for the vinyasa, just stay here. And then, once you're done with the vinyasa, cross the left over right. Figure 4, and then walk your hands towards your back leg. Walk your hands back and go back to that figure 4 or one-legged chair pose. Okay? So the left leg now is in figure 4. Push your hips back. The left foot is going to hook on the right upper arm. Crow arms. Hands in crow. The shin on the left side rests on your upper arm. Then lift your back leg. If you can, lift the leg all the way up, then go for it. Then set the foot down. Keep the legs in the figure four. Walk your hands forward. Plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. Left leg up. Heel to the butt. Square the hips and do a vinyasa again. And then take your feet to the hands. Step, walk, or jump. And come to a squat position. So, now, I'm going to use blocks. Because we use blocks during the class as well. So, I'm going to show you this from the side. Okay? This is how we were able to get most people to do Titibhasana, or the firefly. Your feet need to be far away from the blocks. If your feet are here, there's no way you're going to go anywhere. You know, you're going to get frustrated. That's all. So feet away from the blocks. Separate your feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart because you want to move your entire trunk forward and in between the legs. And once you have that, take your arms underneath your legs. So your fingertips are pointing forward. Remember, it's crow arms, crow hands. Press your hands on the floor and then tighten your legs and try lifting the legs up. Once you can lift your legs up, then it will be easier to lift the glutes up. Pull your belly in, squeeze your inner thighs into your upper arms. Squeeze inner thighs to upper arms, and then release. Good. That was helpful. Do it again. Use the block. You can do without the blocks. So, go ahead and step your feet. Come on down. Bend your knees, lower your hips down. Then take your arms underneath. Remember, it's the same principle. Arms need to be in the back of your arms. Then you lift. Squeezing your upper arms. Tighten your bandhas. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Have a seat. That was great. Then, you can do another vinyasa and jump to a sitting position. And our final position was Ashtavakrasana, the sage Ashtavakra. Was kind of crooked. That's why it's also called the crooked pose. Anyway, let's start to practice that. Draw your left leg up, your left leg. Take your left arm underneath the left leg. Lengthen the spine. Get the shirt out of the way. Okay? Then you're going to really squeeze your upper arm between your shin bone and your thigh bone. Squeeze. You have that locked there. Hands, crow pose, hands. Fingers pointing forward. Then the bottom leg comes up and you cross. The bottom leg crosses on top. So top, ankle, squeezing together. Squeeze your inner thighs. Press your hands. You got to shift the weight into the hands and try lifting your butt up. That's all I'm asking, to lift your butt up. And then come down. All right. Give your hands a quick break. Now let's do the other side. The other leg up. Again, squeeze your upper arm in between the shin and the thigh bone. Lengthen the abdomen, lengthen the spine, then cross your bottom ankle on top. Okay? Squeeze your inner thighs together, hands in front of the glutes, in front of your body, because you're going to lean forward and then you lift your butt up. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Again, we're just lifting the butt up. Okay. That's all. That's the beginning of it. You have done this pose before, go ahead and do the same thing. Squeeze your upper arm, bottom leg on top. Squeeze your inner thighs together. That's important. Hands in front of the body. Lean your weight forward. I'm going to show you this in from a side. Perhaps now from the side you can see. Hands are not close to the hips because you're going to fall back. You're not going to be able to maintain the pose. So hand forward. Lean your body weight forward. Squeeze your inner thighs and then lift your butt up. Squeeze your upper arms. Your right upper arm in my case right now. And then if you can, bend your elbows and hold. 4, 3, 2, and coming out of that slowly. All right. Let's do the other side. Okay? Remember, one step at a time. That's only how far I can go today, then go only this far. Not have to go any further. Squeeze your inner thighs and then lean forward, lift your bum up. If you can then, squeeze the inner thighs even more. Between your legs, you have your upper arm, squeeze it really hard, then bend your elbows. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Your bundles are working very strongly here. Okay? To get you that lift and feeling light. And feel free to rest or do any other poses that your body is telling you to do. And I hope you